Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that's happened for the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Now, this week was pretty light on news, sort of. I mean, we had a good amount of stuff to talk about, which obviously we're going to talk about today, but you know, weeks after Fan First Fridays are never super crazy, so let's just go ahead and get right on into it. So first up this week, we're going to talk about the ZAP Megazord for a brief moment here. So first of all, it's sold out on Hasbro Pulse. So I think that that's always a good sign, I guess, of it, you know, being a popular enough item for it to sell out on Pulse. It's still completely available for pre-order on GameStop, Entertainment Earth, other fan channel retailers and such like that. But if you wanted to get it from Pulse, you can't, which honestly, I don't really know why you would get it from Pulse. I don't think it's going to be the best place to get it from because you know they're going to ship it last. That's what Pulse does. So, but yeah, it's sold out from Pulse. But besides that, we did get like an official confirmation on how big it's going to be. Now, if you just kind of use some math and you talk about how it's, you know, 1/144th scale and you look at like the stats of Daijujin and such like that, it's actually going to come out to be approximately the height that it actually is here. So the actual Megazord is going to be 11.5 inches approximately. They actually put out a nice little graphic on social media and they were all like, we were so excited about announcing the ZAP Megazord that we didn't tell you how big it was. And it was overall just a nice little graphic to see for the ZAP Megazord. So next up here, I'm just going to kind of rapid fire through some Pulse stuff because we got some stuff for the UK, we got some stuff for the US, and of course more and more delays because what else would it be from Hasbro Pulse if it wasn't for delays? So we'll go ahead and start with the stuff that is not delays, and that is the fact that A Squad Green and Versus Packs Wave 2 are currently in stock on Hasbro Pulse US. So we've been seeing A Squad Green ship out from Best Buy and such like that, and also some of the Pulse pre-orders, and for a very long time he was sold out on Hasbro Pulse. But now he's back up there, so if you want to get him, you can get him, and I will leave a link to him in the description below, so be sure to check that out if you are trying to complete your A Squad team. Same thing for Versus Packs Wave 2. Now, these have been in stock on Amazon US for a very long, you know, almost 2 months at this point, a very long time. So, but they are finally shipping out from Hasbro Pulse. They shipped out their pre-orders and such earlier this week, and they are both currently in stock on Hasbro Pulse, the last I checked at least. The Scorpina and Yellow Ranger 2-pack, that was sold out for a little bit of time, but I do think that it is back now. So I will leave a link to both of them in the description below, because things are going back in stock and then leaving again. We had another situation with In Space Silver once again. He popped up in stock as part of their Friday restock that they do most weeks, not every week. But stay on the lookout for that because on Fridays, a lot of times, they do premium restocks at noon Eastern time, and then whatever the premium restocks are become for the general public at 1 p.m. Just like what happened the first time Zane did not make it to the 1 p.m. general public, he sold out by like 40 after, so it was like 20 minutes to spare, unfortunately. But hopefully he'll just pop up in Walgreens soon. I know we keep saying that over and over again, and it keeps not happening yet. But we'll just have to wait and see, or maybe you'll get lucky on a future Friday restock if he comes back for a fourth time, which I never thought he would for a second or even a third. So hey, maybe we'll get more, but it does seem like they have less and less every time because they did limit him to 1 per customer this time around when he was briefly up there. And then, of course, we also have some Pulse delay emails to talk about. Delay emails from both the US and the UK. So we'll start with the US ones. They delayed the Catherine 2-pack, the Zeo Pink and Mighty Morphin Pink 2-pack, from basically like around right now to February. So February of 2022 is where that is currently slated for Hasbro Pulse. GameStop has pushed that pack as well to Christmas Eve, so later on this week. So I don't know if they'll get it on the holidays. I kind of doubt it, but maybe we'll see if it will come out before Hasbro Pulse. They also delayed Wave 10 from a January 1st, 2022 release on Hasbro Pulse to an April 1st, 2022 release to now match Amazon's April 1st release for Wave 10, which is kind of ridiculous since Wave 10 has been out in Targets for at least a good month, and it comes in and out of stock on GameStop's website every once in a while. So hopefully you'll be able to find a Wave 10 earlier than that, because waiting still another 4.5 months for Wave 10 is kind of ridiculous. So hopefully either Amazon or I guess Pulse will ship that out earlier, but Who could say? We also got a delay on the Ninja Rangers, the Ninja Blue and Black Rangers, which were originally slated for, I believe, January 1st on Pulse, but they've also now been pushed to a later date as well. And the Ninja Rangers are also being pushed on Pulse UK, but this time on Pulse UK, it's not just Ninja Black and Ninja Blue, it's all 4 of them, which is odd, because if you remember a couple weeks ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, the Ninja Blue and Ninja Black Rangers were given emails saying, hey, this item's going to be ready sooner than expected, it's going to be shipping soon. And now we have a delay email for it. So they were supposed to be out in the UK from Pulse like right around now, but now they're slated to come out like January 16th of 2022. And not only that, they also pushed Finster on the Hasbro Pulse UK end of things as well. So more and more delays from Pulse specifically, which keeps kind of being the trend here. Every other site is slowly starting to get their stuff together here, and Pulse is just taking its sweet time on basically everything for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. So hopefully stuff ships out from Pulse soon, or you can get it from other retailers, which you might as well just do that at this point for a lot of these items, and hopefully we can work this out soon. Because I know the shipping crisis is a problem. It still will be a problem for a while, but it definitely hurts, that is for sure. Now, speaking of items that actually are shipping, the third TMNT 2-pack, the Tommy and Raphael one, actually went up in stock on GameStop this past week. They started to ship out certain people's pre-orders. Mine actually should be coming today, which is great. You'll be seeing a video on that later on today on the channel whenever that does arrive, so stay tuned for that. But not only have they been shipping them from GameStop, they're actually in stock on GameStop. Well, at least this one is. The other 2-packs and the Shredder figure are not up on GameStop in stock yet and have not been shipping in the US yet. But not only is it in stock at GameStop, but it's on sale. So it's like $8 off from its $50 price point. It's like $42 something, which is a great deal. I mean, you know, great to have a pack out early, relatively, on GameStop, but also have it on sale. So that will be linked in the description below as well, so be sure to take advantage of that if you want that. Maybe this is a good time to do an army builder of foot soldiers. It's still, you're paying like $40 a 2-pack and you're going to get a bunch of extra Raphaels, but hey, at least you'd save a little bit of money doing that. I know some people are going to want to, have a troop army builder of foot soldiers to have, for your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or your Power Rangers, and maybe this is the opportunity to do that. But hopefully we get everything else coming out here soon. I really want to get all 7 of these TMNT figures. I cannot wait for them, and hopefully they'll ship out more frequently from other stores, especially in the US, soon. Jumping over to Malaysia, we have our next Lightning Collection release, and also the UK a little bit, but Malaysia seems to, it was like a little race. It was like, who's going to get it first, Malaysia or the UK? And technically it was at the same time, but basically the Lord Zedd Helmet is out in those countries. So we had talked about last week that, it seemed like the Lord Zedd Helmet was maybe going to release from GameStop in the US on December 15th, and seeing as it's December 18th and that did not happen, it has not happened yet. But In Demand Toys from the UK not only said that they were going to be getting them in this past Wednesday, they actually shipped them out this past Wednesday. So I've yet to see anybody, tag me in any posts in the UK of them actually receiving the helmet from In Demand Toys, but they have gotten like shipping notifications for it, so it's definitely on the way. Now, while that one technically shipped out first, Malaysia beat them to actually having it. So good old Justin Hunt's, the store that we've seen here on Lightning Storm many times, getting a lot of Lightning Collection items in, the first place in the world too. The Lord Zedd helmets there, and they got a ton of them. So here's a nice little wall of Lord Zedd helmets looking fantastic. And thanks to a Facebook user who actually was able to purchase one of these from Justin Hunt's, we get to see a little bit of how it's, structured inside the box, because this is one of their 2022 plastic-free packaging initiative things. So there is no plastic, inside or like wrapping or anything like that. It's just kind of laid in there. And then you have to attach the crown piece, I guess, with the little antenna with the Z. You have to attach that to the helmet itself as well. So there's a little bit of assembly, and of course you have to build the stand like you would for any of these Lightning Collection helmets. But it looks fantastic. I am so excited to get this thing. It's easily the best helmet that they've made so far, and it's one of my favorite Lightning. It's definitely probably my favorite Lightning Collection roleplay item we've had so far. It looks incredible. So hopefully it does come out here soon, which count how many times I said that today. I said that like in every single story, but it's really true. Hopefully these things come out in the US soon, so more and more people can get their hands on them, and they're not fractured all over the world in so many different countries. But yeah, the Lord Zedd Helmet is out in Malaysia and in the UK, so I guess we're going to see it earlier than like its March release date that it was slated for over here. I guess we'll just wait and see. Tom Whalen uploaded more artwork to his site this past week, which I like talking about these whenever he does this because, first of all, I want to encourage him to keep doing it because I love whenever we get more of the full renders of the artwork for the packaging revealed. But I always just like, I love the art so much, so I like to talk about it. So he posted a lot this week. He posted like over 10 of them. So he posted the 4 Ninja Rangers, so we finally get to see a nice portrait of all 4 of those. So, Ninja White, Blue, Black, and Pink. So those look fantastic. We got the Wave 10 artworks, so Dino Fury Red, the Zeo Cog, Dino Charge Pink, and Wild Force Lunar Wolf. And then 3 other like random ones, 2 more recent items, and 1 he just hadn't posted before, being the Tyrannosaurus Sentry, the Lord Zedd Helmet, which is a different one than the like regular Zedd figures because it's a forward-facing artwork instead of like the slight tilt. And then also we had the In Space Blue one that's going to be part of the deluxe wave with the Galaxy Glider, which is more of a typical standalone figure packaging kind of artwork and not like a 2-pack. Always great to see these. I will be linking his website down in the description below so you can check out his whole gallery of Lightning Collection artwork, and hopefully he posts some of those missing ones that we still need to see every single one of them. Alright, and then finally today we have some details about 3 upcoming Lightning Collection items that I've already told you guys about, that we've talked about Lightning Storm for a couple of months here, but we have a little bit of details on them. Basically, ZAP Dragonzord, we know that's coming, the Power Sword, we know that's coming, and the Blue Ranger Helmet. So we have details on all of these now a little bit more. Basically, there was a certain retailer that uploaded like pre-order pages for these 3 items. I'm not going to say the retailer. You can probably find it with a quick Google search, I'll say that at least. But they accidentally put up the listings a little early because these 3 items have not been revealed yet. But it does just back up my claims that I told you guys about. This website that they've been listed on likes to, gouge the prices. They are kind of scalpers in certain areas. While we have prices laid out for these 3 items, I don't know how accurate they're really going to be. I feel like 2 of them are relatively close and 1 of them is probably a little off. At least I hope it's a little off. So we'll start with the ZAP Dragonzord. The Lightning Collection ZAP Dragonzord is slated for a July release from this current retailer, which is interesting because Pulse claims August for the Megazord. This website has it listed for $119.99, so $120, which months ago I was told to expect $150 for Dragonzord and $200 for Megazord, and we actually ended up getting Megazord for $165. So once we saw that, I was expecting somewhere around $120 for Dragonzord, so I'm not surprised by that price point whatsoever. The next one is the one that I hope is incorrect, and that is the Power Sword, which this site has listed for $199.99, which a $200 Power Sword, that's rough, man. That is really rough. I mean, we knew that the Power Sword was coming, but I had no idea, even a price idea. I was hoping it was going to be less than $150 because that's the price point that the Legacy one costs. So I was kind of hoping for like a, kind of a Dragon Dagger situation where the Dragon Dagger Lightning version was cheaper than its Legacy version. So I was hoping like $120, $130 for the Power Sword. $200, if that's accurate or even close to accurate, is pretty rough. It's got to do some stuff. I mean, I will pick it up because it will be part of the Lightning Collection, and I'm ridiculous like that. But it's got to do some stuff for $200. And then the last one here is the Blue Ranger Helmet, which this website has listed for $99.99, which is more than their typical helmets. But, I mean, the Pink Ranger Helmet was kind of like retailed for $99.99. Granted, you could get it on GameStop for like $84.99, and this will probably be a similar situation, I would imagine. So we'll see if that one ends up being correct. But I think that the Blue Ranger Helmet one is probably pretty accurate. I think ZAP Dragonzord is pretty much right on the money, and I hope that the Power Sword is wrong. But basically, the Blue Ranger Helmet and the Power Sword are listed for August releases of 2022, with the ZAP Dragonzord for a July. So, summer 2022, going to be very, very expensive because those 3 items have not been announced yet, and you also got to think about the fact that we also have the ZAP Megazord coming out at the same time that has been announced. So, that is over $500 if you're going to get all 4 of those items, the 3 unannounced and the 1 announced. And we are also supposed to be getting a Dragon Helmet in 2022. I don't know when that's supposed to come out, but that's supposed to be happening as well. I'm hoping for the fall at this point, but it looks like we might be getting the Billy Helmet, the Blue Ranger Helmet, before Dragon based off of these listings. Because I haven't seen anything else in the Dragon Helmet in a little bit, but I've been seeing more on the Blue Ranger Helmet first, so that might be what's next. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, and who knows when they're going to announce all this stuff, but I'm looking forward to it. Alright, well that is going to do it for this week's episode of Lightning Storm. Of course, thank you all for watching as always. And of course, until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR. And before I go, I do want to let you guys know that even though next Saturday is Christmas Day and the following Saturday is New Year's Day, there will still be Lightning Storm on both of those days, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Will I do any kind of special Christmas theme to them? I don't know, probably not, but we'll do an episode of Lightning Storm regardless of whatever holiday it is, so do expect those on those days, and happy holidays to anyone that's celebrating anything, or if you're just having a fun Saturday, you'll have a Lightning Storm episode next week and the week after, so stay tuned for that, and thank you all for watching, of course, and I'll see you all on Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice.